Hello students, today we will see mechanics. Mechanics is a branch of physics which deals with the study of an object at rest and in motion. Okay, and these branches is also divided into two branches, kinematics and dynamics. In these branches we also study about rest and motions. Okay, now first we will define rest. So an object is said to be in rest if its position does not change with respect to its surrounding. Okay, if the position of an object does not change with respect to its surrounding, then an object is said to be in rest. And in motion, an object is said to be in motion if its position changes with respect to its surrounding. Now students, can a body at a time simultaneously in rest and motion? Is it possible? Let's see an example. First, a body is said to be at rest. We already defined if it does not change its position with respect to its surrounding. And if a body changes its position with respect to its surrounding, then the body is said to be in motion. For example, suppose a book is lying on a table. So the book is at rest with respect to the surrounding. But the earth is revolving round the sun. Therefore, anything lying on the surface of the earth is also in motion. So the book is in motion with respect to the sun. Okay, let's another example. Suppose a person is traveling in a train and passes by another person standing along the track. Okay, now so the person standing along the track will see the person and everyone else in the train as being in motion, but all the persons are sitting in a train will be stationary with respect to each other. Okay, so here we will see at a time an object be at rest and in motion. Suppose C is in motion with respect to A, but it is at rest with respect to B. Okay. So at a time an object is to be rest and motion both. So here we need a reference point to describe motion in daily life. So we cannot say in absolute terms whether an object at rest or in motion. We can always say an object to be at rest or in motion with respect to a reference point. Now we will define uniform motions and non-uniform motions and average speed. We already defined motion every day. We move from one place to another place, either it's on the road or by train or by air. We are moving. While moving, we are said to be in motion. Let's understand the motion of this car. It covers 4 meters in 2 seconds from O to A, same as A to B and B to C. So it covers 4 meter in all the time. So it's a speed 4 meter per second. So the rate of change of positions of the car is 4 meter per 2 seconds. So 4 divided by 2. So speed 2 meter per second. Okay. Now speed is scalar quantity, we know that, and velocity vector quantity. Velocity means displacement upon time. When a body is covering equal distance in equal interval of time, so its speed will be uniform throughout the journey. Okay, if a body cover equal distance in equal interval of time, so its speed is uniform. So here a car travels equal distance in equal interval of time. In each 2 seconds it travels 4 meters. Now the motion of a fan, a while after switching on, becomes uniform. This is also an example of uniform motions. All the planets revolving around the sun is uniform motions, as is the motion of the moon revolving around the earth. Okay. Now let's learn about non-uniform motions. When a body is covering unequal distance in equal interval of times, then that motion is called non-uniform motions. Here in first 2 seconds it travels 1 meter, then another 2 seconds 10 meters. So 10 minus 1, 9 meters. So in the equal time of interval it travels unequal distance. So its motion is non-uniform motions. So in non-uniform motions, an object travel unequal distance in equal interval of times. So in this type of motions, there are many examples of non-uniform motions. When we travel in a car, we push the accelerator to increase the speed and brake to decrease the speed. This is an example of non-uniform motion. A train coming to halt is an example of non-uniform motions, as it decreases its speeds. Running in a race is also an example of non-uniform motions, as you start with high speed but eventually you slow down. So in non-uniform motions, it's difficult to know the speed at each instant. So we study this kind of motions using average speeds. So average speed means, for example, in a car race, a car travels a distance of 500 km in non-uniform motions in 5 hours. Okay, so total distance 500 kilometers and total time 5. So it's a speed. Now there are two types of speed. First, the instantaneous speed and the average speed. Total distance upon total time. So here 500 divided by 5. So how much? 50 km per hour. And this is the formula for average speed. Is the ratio of the total distance traveled by the object and the total time taken to cover this distance. So average speed, total distance upon total time. Suppose a car traveling with a uniform speed of 50 km per hour for 2 hours. So the total distance traveled by the car 50 into 2, 100 meter, 100 km. And now in next hour 60 km. So total distance 50 plus 60, 110. And the total time 1 hour plus 1 hour, 2 hours. So average speed, total distance upon total time. That is 50 plus 60 upon 1 plus 1. 110. Okay, so now we have studied average speed. Bodies are said to be uniform motions when they cover an equal distance in equal interval of time.